matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Raiders will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. By the QB. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Wide open spaces. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I mean, what a huge game for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
To the air, it's Russell. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Bringing it back. He's at the 40.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He leaves it with the back. Bulldozes his way through. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. feel. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if the squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love now, Jesse. How do they handle it?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He makes a grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play, and now their offense is coming on the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. Hard running there. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. To the air. It's Morton. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They want to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll run the toss. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody in tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Now they'll run it on the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. First play of the period will be a second down. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this. The conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun for the special teams coach.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Morton. Intercepted, number 19. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn. And they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. This is a designed run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And with a hallelujah man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Kearney on the Jets. It's a seam wide open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Catch in the middle. It's Joyner. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down, he'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're working that left side. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And the offense tried to get it to their playmaker quick and see if he could get the first down a little bit short. But what did I do? I made this a manageable fourth down. Now it's decision time. What do I want to do?
This is a really big play for both teams. Fourth and goal from the 2. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? They just keep firing. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. The Crimson Tide been deep in their own end trying to find a little breathing room. Toss sweep to the left. Runs through a tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And what a run. When you're an offensive coordinator, you're backed up, you're just trying to create some space to get out of your own end zone, and it's always a nice bonus when you pop one and create some serious space for your offense and some momentum.
There he goes! Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Got it in the middle with Young. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Lots of running room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your step.
Going for it all. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. He's got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Going right to work up top. Right down the middle. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hale. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Virgil. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw, it's Morton. Right on the money. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Powers through. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Red Raiders will line it up on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
It's complete to the left. That's a line ball. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself, take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 21 to Navy. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Alabama pushing the tempo. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Alabama just did work on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. They try to get it outside on the left. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? You're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine. You bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive gain.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Russell. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. Pick off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Trying play action. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown time! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. Dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Joyner. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard because you want to stay back and take away the weapons outside from the wide receivers, but this guy's going to be able to catch the football, and he makes plays like this. Now I'm going to have to maybe play more man, bring a guy to him, and not let him get those open touches.
The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do they do right away? Right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to...
Oh, he's got some space.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Looking for a man. It's Morton. Fires to the big fella. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
A really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You can tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Miller. Makes one man miss. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. He's loose. Turning it on. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Snags it down the right side. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Joyner. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Morton. Into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires on the move. Got it in the middle. It's Miller. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it on the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. The running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. They'll try the run. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this 3rd down. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Russell. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rushes on him. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Fires to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Back to pass, it's Morton. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Alabama! check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to Navy. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Back to throw, it's Morton. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least to get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And he puts through the extra point. 45 seconds left to go, and the whole thing pretty much comes down to this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They